If you want to win Father's Day this year, get him a spinning whiskey glass. Yeah, my dad's gonna go crazy over this.
This ad made me $6K in the last 7 days, and I did it using AI. I didn't have to wait for weeks or spend thousands of dollars hiring creators. I just used 2 AI tools and less than $5 to make this ad. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to create as many ads like this as you want, so you don't have to hire a creator ever again. When most people try to make an ad, they think that the goal is to make it look good. Clean lighting, nice editing, and a script that sounds professional. But in 2026, that's the biggest mistake you could make. Think about how many ads you've seen in your life. Hundreds and probably even thousands of them. After seeing that many, your brain has built a filter. So when something looks like an ad, that filter fires up and you keep scrolling and ignore it. You don't even think about it. And you're not the only one. Every single person has that same filter right now. So a polished ad doesn't work anymore. What's actually working right now are ugly ads. This means bad lighting, no script. The ad looks like a real person just filming on their phone. It doesn't look like an ad, and that's exactly why it works. And because it's not professional, there's actually a lot of these ads out there that are proven to work. You just have to copy them. Let me show you how to do it using AI. Now, the first thing we have to do, instead of reinventing the wheel, is we want to see the ads that are actually working for our competitors. One of my favorite ways to do this is looking at TikTok shop sellers, because TikTok shop is a content goldmine right now. And my favorite tool to do this right now is Winning Hunter. Winning Hunter has a complete TikTok shop database now, where essentially we can go into the platform right here. And as you can see on the left side, we have all these filters. We can look at the last 30 days, yesterday, 7 days, and so much more here. We can filter by category, the types of products, right? The types of revenue they're doing, the revenue growth. I can look at specific sellers that have grown in the past month. So this actually goes back to one of my favorite ways of finding products. I like to actually use the revenue growth filters. So like right here, we can see greater than 100% means that they doubled their sales in the last 30 days. So that demand that the product's getting in this last 30 days, if it's doubling in demand, well, there's got to be a reason for that. Okay, so Father's Day is coming up. Typically I go for problem-solving products, but let's say we were selling this spinning crystal glass right here. We can see from the videos here, this one's got 6.4 million views. So it'd be perfect for Father's Day gifts. Imagine like the whiskey drinkers, the cigar smokers, right? So the beauty about AI is that we can get creative and essentially create anything that we want to create. I can recreate this with the Father's Day twist. Or this guy right here, he's probably talking to the camera. This one's got 2.8 million views. So if we see that with the data here, we can see the exact revenue that these videos have brought in. This one's brought almost $9,000 in revenue. This one's brought in almost $16,000 in revenue, right? So let's go ahead and watch this video right here, right? So I want to see like, why has this one, done so well?
If you want to win Father's Day this year, get him a spinning whiskey glass. Yeah, my dad's going to go crazy over this. Is the new Infinity spinning whiskey glass. Set it down, give it a spin, and it's going to mix your drink automatically in a glass.
Okay, so this is relatable, man. He looks like a son, a young guy. He's talking to all these TikTok viewers and calling it out. If you're looking for a Father's Day gift, this is the one, right? Right away, I mean, we can see from the data that it's working, right? We can see that it's brought in almost $9,000 in sales. So if I'm selling the same product, not that the end all be all strategy is to just copy people, but it's definitely a strategy that works. So we can take this winning concept and recreate it. So the way that I do that is through my AI process called the ads brain. And that's using this platform called BLORT. BLORT, think of it like an AI chat, right? Like this, that has all the AI LLMs connected to it. But the difference with BLORT is that we can take all these external sources like the UGC videos, the YouTube videos, the documents, we can copy and paste them directly into this BLORT board, as we can connect them to the chat. So the chat literally is able to watch the videos, read everything that we give to it, and train it on all these external sources. So the very first part of the BLORT board is actually the prime docs. So these are essentially all of the research docs that I compile through AI using this process that I teach right here. I'll link that for you below for free. But essentially what it does is, if we are selling this product that is a spinning whiskey glass, I want to actually understand the audience that I'm selling to. Who are these people that, shop for this stuff? What are their desires? How do they speak, right? How do they live their life? Because it's marketing, we want to relate to them as much as we can, right? Whenever you see a video online that you feel understands you, right, you naturally want to buy from that ad. So with this, we get ChatGPT to do deep research on the product, on the audience, create a customer avatar doc that really describes the profile of who the typical customer that buys this is, right? What are their desires? What are their pain points, etc. We want to get really granular into into the psychology of this, customer, right? And so then we feed that, the output of that into this group right here. And then that connects to this chat. Then we want to actually take the top AI UGC that we get from Winning Hunter from here, and we want to actually give the AI some context on it, right? Like show them what are the top ads here? What are the scripts behind these ads? As soon as we copy and paste these links of these ads in here, we're able to then have the AI literally watch them and read the transcript of the videos word for word. And then the last thing we want to do is give our AI education on what makes ads convert, right? How to actually make UGC that stops people from scrolling and grabs their attention. Now we have a complete AI marketing expert here right at our disposal. By the way, this BLORT board here is basically a template that you guys can use for your own product. If I get 100 comments below, I will give you guys this BLORT board for completely free so that way you could use it for your own store. So first thing I'm going to do here real quick is I'm going to swap out the product UGC videos here and also the prime docs as well, so I can make sure that the AI is trained on my new product. Okay, so now that we have the BLORT board created, the first thing we want to do is we actually want to get a prompt to replicate this video that we said we want to replicate, right? But we want to be creative with that replication. We want to actually change the model in this video. And what we're going to do is have our AI give us a prompt to feed into Higgsfield AI so that we can get Higgsfield AI to not only create a brand new fake human, but to also create the AI video for us, right? So I have this prompt that I always start each chat with. It's essentially telling the AI, you're a branded e-commerce expert. You have a unique ability to create winning conversion-focused ads across Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, convincing average people that your product is right for them, right? So it essentially just sets the tone for the chat, right? Gives it a role to play because you need to tell AI who you want it to be, right? Also going to tell them to tell the AI to study all of the groups that we have connected, which is going to turn it into the ads brain that we want it to be here, right? So I'm first going to start with this prompt. Make sure you're using Sonnet 4.6. That's all you need, Claude. And we're going to paste that prompt in, and now it's going to do its thing. It's literally just going to go study all of this. And in literally seconds, it's all done. It's all trained on everything here, including hours of teachings that I've given it. Insane. Okay, so now what we want to do, right, is we want to actually replicate this specific ad right here, but we want to be creative with it, right? So instead of using this white kid, we want to actually use the type of character that would typically be drinking out of a glass like this, a whiskey drinker, right? A cigar smoker. Let's go ahead and specify to the AI. So instead of telling it that, oh, this ad's in group 2, I'm going to copy the link of this specific ad. So that way I get really specific, right? And I'm going to say, give it the link here. And here's the specific ad that I want to replicate. I'm going to replicate this with an AI UGC platform. The first thing that I need to do is create a new model for the video. Now I'm going to generate this model on the AI platform. So give me a prompt to create this AI model. The model is going to be an older white gentleman with a big mustache, and he's going to be slightly muscular. His age should be around 63. Give me a prompt that would generate an avatar of this character. We're going to enter, and then it's going to give us an exact prompt for this. There you go. I'm going to show you how I literally create the avatar first, okay? And now, after we create the avatar, we're going to need a full prompt to actually produce the video. Now I need a full detailed prompt to give the Kling 3 AI model on replicating this exact video ad. The only difference is going to be that the avatar is going to be replaced in the video with the 63-year-old man that we give the AI as a reference. Going to hit enter, and now it's going to give us a full detailed prompt that we can use to actually take that avatar that we created and then create a full AI UGC video that's ready to advertise. When you guys see how realistic this comes out, how indistinguishable from a real human being it is, it'll show you why the opportunity of digital marketing, selling products on social media is bigger than ever, because anybody can go and create content now. Now you have an ad concept concept that's been proven to work. But you still need to create the ad with something that can actually take that concept and turn it into a video that looks real. And the best tool for that is Higgsfield. If you haven't come across it yet, Higgsfield is hands down the most powerful AI video and image generator out there. You can use a lot of different models and create your own avatars, and the results you can get are like nothing else in the market. It's insane what you can do with Higgsfield, and they just released something called the Marketing Studio that's built for exactly what we're doing here. So let me show you how to use it step by step. So open up Higgsfield and then go to the top here. You'll see Marketing Studio. Click there and it's going to take you to this section right here. This is limited to 15 seconds as you can see here, but it's okay because all we have to do with our BLORT process is get a different prompt for each 15-second interval. Like if the script is longer than 15 seconds, then we just need multiple prompts, because creating this avatar right in here, we can recreate videos with that avatar over and over again. And it's the same exact, facial features, voice, everything. So first thing we're gonna do is create the avatar. We're gonna click avatar right here. Then once you're in here, you're gonna wanna click create avatar. And then we're gonna wanna generate from a text prompt, because we're gonna take that prompt directly from BLORT. So we can see here, right? If we go back to the first prompt we made, we have an AI avatar generation prompt. We're just gonna copy and paste that. And then 0.5 credits, that's pennies basically to generate this. Basically like using Nano Banana on Google Gemini or whatever, but we do it directly in Higgsfield. And as you can see here, it created 4 different mustached white 63-year-old men. And we can see here, it actually called them Walter. So we got one guy here. He looks pretty fake. This guy looks pretty realistic. This guy looks realistic. I would say let's use this guy, Walter 3. So there you go. Now we have our avatar and I'm gonna click save. And so if I just search up Walter, we can see here that now we have Walter. So I'm gonna select the avatar and it's gonna replace my avatar here. And then now we actually have to link a product image of the product. All we have to do for that is just go here, back to Winning Hunter. We have this picture, right? It is a spinning glass, right? So we're gonna have to describe that more so in the prompt. So we're gonna have to download the image. So I'm gonna click save as and save it to my downloads. And then I'm just gonna upload it here to Higgsfield. So we gotta make a product name and give it a description too, because then, the AI will pick up on the description of it as well. So all we're gonna do is go back to the Winning Hunter and we're just gonna grab the description of the product here and then paste that into Higgsfield as well. So we can actually click view on TikTok and grab the description from the TikTok shop directly, which is right here. So I'm literally just gonna copy and paste it all into there and click create product. Now that we have the product connected, right, we're just gonna go back and then grab our prompt from BLORT. So I actually noticed that the first prompt that it gave me wasn't broken up into 15-second intervals, because we can see here obviously that we're limited to 15 seconds. So I basically just told the AI, hey, break this up into 15-second intervals, and the total video is 30 seconds. So that's just 2 prompts in that case. So now we're gonna basically copy prompt number 1. All we have to do is copy and paste it in here. And then we're gonna make sure that we chose UGC here, right? And make sure that the filters are 9:16, 720, quality is fine. And then up to the 15-second duration, that's gonna be 75 credits, which is essentially about $3. So now we're gonna click generate and see what we come up with. So now with the first one generating, all I have to do is give it the second prompt and I can generate them both at the same time to actually save myself some time here. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy and paste the second prompt, and then we're gonna generate that as well. All right, the results are in. There's truly no limit to what you can create with AI. Check this out.
If you want to win Father's Day this year, get him a spinning whiskey glass. Yeah, my dad's gonna go crazy over this. This is the new infinity spinning whiskey glass. You set it down, give it a spin, and it's gonna mix your drink automatically in a cloud.
He looks super realistic. Like, this is exactly what I was going for. Obviously, we had different avatars to work with. I chose this guy, but just came out looking so good.
You want to win Father's Day this year.
Now we have this final 15-second clip.
Bougie that looks.
As you can see, the spinning glass is pretty much perfect. It's just like the, video, the real video.
Here, get him a spinning whiskey.
Right? And that's because the AI was very specific with the detail in the prompt.
You got the 360-degree spinner right there, and it's so freaking awesome.
Look at the attention to detail.
If it's still in stock, there's going to be a link in the bottom left of the video.
Especially like the audience that you'd be targeting with this product. You think older people, adults that are older, especially like boomers, are gonna notice that this is AI? I guarantee you they're not. Now, before we continue refining the ad, I want you to be honest. Do you have a reliable way to source and fulfill products from China? If the answer is no, then you need to be using Drop. I've been using these guys for over 4 years now, so if you need a reliable private agent that has a clean track record with fair prices and fast delivery times, they're the go-to company. Because I can tell you from someone who's been going through all the shitty suppliers for the past 10 years, nobody can match the experience I get with Drop. They've shipped over 200,000 of products for me over the years, and I never even have to touch the product. All I focus on is selling. The average delivery time has been 7 to 12 days, which, believe it or not, is really fast for dropshipping. And I rarely get customer complaints. You just need good customer service. The platform is super easy to use for beginners too. You just connect the platform to Shopify. Once you're in, this is what you'll see. You can find products easily by searching with an image. Or if they don't have the exact product you need, all you have to do is open up your dedicated WhatsApp chat with your private agent, and then they'll find it for you. They'll talk to the factory and negotiate the best price for you. And then all your orders pop up in the dashboard, just like mine here. Drop automatically sends your customers' tracking numbers through Shopify. I have tons of orders, as you can see here, because unlike most other YouTubers that pitch you a dropshipping supplier they don't use, this is actually the supplier I use. Make sure to use the link in the description below, because I have custom pricing with that link, and they'll give you special treatment because you came through my link. Now let's get back to refining these ads. Now surely there are some mistakes here, right? Like for example, like it takes too long in some cases, like there's a lot of pauses, right? So in order to essentially make it perfect and put it together, all we have to do is just use CapCut. So if I go to CapCut, and you see, as you can see, it's so easy. We just put both files together and now we have the whole video. But essentially what I'll do is I'll just make a few adjustments here, right? I would just kind of cut out the silences, maybe like a little bit, like right here, right? Maybe that'll make it better. Or even just remove the yeah. See, like the only thing is, right, if you look at the original, right, you got to pay attention to detail. We can see here,
If you want to win Father's Day,
in the first 3 seconds, he's showing the spin. So clearly that's important. That spin effect is what grabs people's attention. So I'm just going to make a quick adjustment here and show you how I essentially improve the video. So I actually made this a lot better with just a few adjustments. So the first thing I did was I actually extracted the audio from the first click. If you right click on the clip, you can click extract audio. You'll see that here, but I already did it. And essentially I just made some cuts to that clip to actually get the best part of the audio that, talks about the Father's Day and the spinning glass and how my father will love this. And it turned into essentially a voiceover. So this made it way better.
If you want to win Father's Day this year, get him a spinning.
You see how, because I paid attention in the winning ad here, how that hook was strong because it showed the spinning function. So we got to make sure we do the same thing here, right? So if I click play again.
Want to win Father's Day this year, get him a spinning whiskey glass. Yeah. My dad's gonna go crazy over this. Look how bougie that looks.
And then it just transitions into the remaining 15 seconds of the clip. So I did end up shortening the entire clip, but I made it stronger because before this, I'll show you what it was before this, right?
Want to win Father's Day this year? Get him a spinning whiskey glass. Yeah, my dad's gonna go crazy over this. This is the new Infinity spinning whiskey glass. You set it down, give it a spin, and it's going to mix your drink automatically in a cloud.
You see how it's a lot of kind of repetitive things here? Like you said, this is a spinning glass. My father's going to love it. And then he says, again, this is the new. And remember, the hook is the part that grabs attention and stops people from scrolling. So essentially, I just kind of cut some things out here and really focused on, how do we make sure we actually grab attention here? And then the other thing you might notice, by the way, is that if an AI video comes out where he's talking too fast or it just doesn't sound right, well, you can always play around with the actual audio speed. If you go here to audio, and so essentially you can slow it down or speed it up, and then just make sure it sounds as human as possible. That's all you have to do that, is adjust the speed. But with him, I think it came out really well. So let's watch the final video.
You want to win Father's Day this year? Get him a spinning whiskey glass. Yeah, my dad's gonna go crazy over this. Look how bougie that looks. You got the 360-degree spin.
Now, you see how when it has like a random pause?
Look how bougie that looks.
So we can actually like just kind of cut that out, right? Like,
you got the 360-degree spinner right there, and it's so freaking awesome. If it's still in stock, there's going to be a link in the bottom left of the video.
That's incredible. But perfecting your ads process is just one part of several things you need to get right in order to build a successful brand, at least. And you can get good at every one of them eventually, but it takes months, sometimes years of trial and error. It's much better to have the help of someone who's done this multiple times for years. That's what my coaching program is for. Rather than providing you a shitty course and leaving you to figure out things yourself, we actively work with you to ensure you have the best possible chance of succeeding. We get on calls with you where you can ask questions and solve any roadblocks you face. We help you pick your community, build the brand with you one-on-one so you're never guessing. You'll have access to a community of not just experts who've done what you want to do and are doing it every single day, but also regular people just like you that you can relate to. Many of these people joined a few months ago and have already generated tens of thousands of dollars in sales from complete scratch as beginners. Hundreds of people who are getting better every day and striving for success. If that sounds like you, it's the first link in the description below. So hopefully this video gave you clarity and you understand how to make an ad that looks realistic for about $1. But that ad on its own is worth nothing. An ad alone doesn't make you money. It's how you use it. And if you want to know how I use these ads to scale to 6- and 7-figure months, check out this video right here. I explain how you can build the same business I've built completely from scratch. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.